There are some great mysteries in the world, like how did they really build the pyramids? Are we alone in the universe? And why does Phil Hellmuth eat a sandwich like that? But all mysteries pale in comparison to the mysteries of the lamp. Welcome to Let's Talk Slots, everybody. We're still here at the Venetian. Well, I usually say the Palazzo because I'm usually over there. But today I'm in the Venetian, and I'm going to be doing Tale Tuesday. And since the theme of this game is Arabia, we're going to talk about the Arabian Nights, which is a story, but it's also known as 1001 Nights. So Eastern cultures kind of know it as 1001 Nights. Western cultures kind of know it as Arabian Nights. So let's do this while we're doing, let's say $6 spins. Is there no sound on this? Well, unfortunately, there's no sound. So we're just going to have to do this with my beautiful voice and only my beautiful voice. So Arabian Nights is a collection of Middle Eastern and Indian folklores. And it's told sort of in the frame of a story within a story. And that story within a story is basically Sultan, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, Sharia. Sultan Sharia was betrayed by his wife. So he was angry. And what he would do to make sure he was never betrayed by another wife is every night or every day he would marry a new woman. And then in the morning, he would basically put her to death or have her executed. And so along comes a woman, and she's kind of in the line of people who triple pop. She was in the line of people who were to be wed, and she came up with a plan to basically save everyone. And so what she did is she marries the Sultan. Her name is Scheherazade. And so Scheherazade comes up with a plan, marries the Sultan, and basically her plan is every night she intrigues the Sultan with a story. So it's a brand new story, but she never finishes the story. And so she'll spin this yarn, she'll tell a great story and never finish it so that the next morning the Sultan can't execute her because he wants to know the rest of the story. And so one story flows into the next. So basically, when she finishes the story, she continues into another story. So it might be even like a story within a story within a story. And it's kind of interesting because that's basically what the collection of folklores is it's stories within stories within stories. So one story might end with another person telling another story. And so that begins a second tale or a second fable. And so she basically intrigues. Oh, nice. We got the ignite pop. Didn't even realize it. No sound. All right. Got to rub the lamp. We'll rub it down here. Oh, hey. There's no sound on this. It's killing me.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And I don't know if there's another one in here, and I didn't really want to. I don't think there is. Ignite. All right. Oh, no, that's double. I forgot. We need the ignite, and we need it early. Well, actually, we need something. Okay. Double. Did we get it? We popped it. All right. Now we just need jackpot. All right. Double stuff. Double at 375. Ah, just one. All right. Double stuff. All right. That's good. That's good. All right. Doubles in it. Well, we haven't even gotten an ignite, which it's already kind of late for that. Double. Double the 750. Okay. It's pretty good. These are all nickels, so always cover the last symbol and divide by 2. So that's 3750. Not bad. 200 and whatever that is, $40. So Scheherazade continues this storytelling with the Sultan for 1001 days, which is why it's originally titled 1001 Nights. So she tells these stories for 1001 nights. And triple pop. Did I get it? No, it just popped up one. And after 1001 nights, the Sultan falls in love with her and his heart becomes whole. And so he basically stops his whole thing with, marrying women and executing them. Nice. Double pop. All right. Rub the lamp. All right. Lots of big values and lots of doubles. Jackpot. Jackpot. Hey, did we get it? Oh no, we didn't, just the 2X. She jumped in the way of it, so I'll just keep doubling that one. Keep going, that's nice. Very nice. All right. More doubles. Ignite. More gems. Gems. All right, 7170, not bad. All right. Yeah. So now, with the Sultan satisfied, the reason I bring this up is because most people don't realize you already know a lot about this story, and the reason you do, especially if you're in Western culture, especially the United States, is because the most famous of the stories that she told, the Sultan, was a little story called Aladdin. And so at the beginning of the movie of Aladdin, it starts with a song called Arabian Nights. And the lyrics are, I don't think I'm going to sing it, but it's, I come from a land from a faraway place where the caravan camels roam. And it's the opening basically to the intrigue and the story behind the stories that Scheherazade would tell the Sultan. So the story of Aladdin is actually a story within the tale of 1001 Days, or the Arabian Nights. So that first song is sort of an intro into all those stories. So you know more about the 1001 Days and Arabian Nights than you think you do, because Aladdin is one of the most famous tales. And the other tales that you'd probably know is like Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves is part of that, and Sinbad the Sailor. So those are probably the three most famous stories from that. So anyway, I'm not sure if there's a moral to that story. I had an ex-girlfriend that used to tell stories and not finish it till the next day. That wasn't because I was trying to execute her. That was because she was just bad at storytelling. So other than that, I don't know if there's a moral to this story, but it was an interesting story. And like I said, most of the stories this week are going to be shorter than normal, just because I'm pretty tired from everything that's going on this week with the World Series and traveling and everything. So short and sweet and to the point. I didn't realize I made almost a couple $100. Let's pump the bet and play it down to 1100 or infinity. So we'll do $10 bets till 1100. Been getting pretty good pops. I had what, 2 bonuses? 2 bonuses and 1 bonus popped within a bonus. So we will have made $100 and we will have told a story. Nice, wilds. All right, back up to 1,200. We'll do it in increments of 100. If I keep winning, if I get to 1,300, we'll stop at 1,200, and so on and so forth. Got some battle axes. Double pop? Nope. As always, if you can spin your next spin, you didn't get it. Last spin. I appreciate every like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.